And we're live. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. This is a fun one. Launching a new product. Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna wait a little while before everybody gets here. I'm doing my kitchen for a reason. They're like, what's she in the kitchen for? Because late night snack time isn't in the kitchen. Big doings tonight. Charles McClellan on the bus. Very good to see you. Today we're going to be new product from Blazing Foods, and a really cool one. Jeremy Bell Peppers and Kentucky Living. Good to see you, dude. So I hope you guys had a good day. I had a good one. Good to see you too, Jeremy. So I'm gonna wait a little bit for people to join. I guess we'll do it. It's only a minute into it, so I'm not worried about it. Ted Hammond. Good to see you, bro. Hope you're doing well, man. It was 95 today. It felt like 105. Brutal. I don't know what it was. It was pretty warm here, but honestly, I hate to keep going back to it. But having just come back from Arizona, this was nothing. So this is going to be an interesting live stream. I'm going to do a portion of it here in the kitchen because I'm going to be showing off a new product. It's going to require the kitchen. And then after that, I'm going to go over and we're going to finish up on the couch because I can't stand for an hour. My back in one spot, it'll kill me. Dennis and Maisie, good to see you. So I got this really cool new. I'll wait till 5 after before I talk about it. Really great snack. Sasquatch, good to see you, dude. Just in time. Hello, friends, says Sasquatch. Ted Hammond, could I send you a postage for some of your hot sauces you have in your reserve you were mentioning about? I don't know. It would be hard to ship them. It really would be a drive. It would be super expensive because of the weight of it, and hard because you have to insulate each one of them. But if anybody's local, or if you want to drive here, it'd be hard to mail them. But I've got probably 50 bottles right there. Here, I'll show you guys. Check this out. This is craziness. There's some, and here's. I'm a sauce hoarder. It's terrible. Maria doesn't know what she's getting herself into. What if you can see this? Here's the bottom of the closet. And here's the shelf. So I've got. Isn't it weird sometimes that it picks up, you can see the picture. Sometimes it's all glary. It's odd. All right, we got another minute, and I'm going to tell you guys about this new product. Oh, my back is already killing me. Miss T with a T. Good to see Miss T with a T. Hey, it's a lot of hot sauce. And you know what? Well, you got to think I've reviewed over the years hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. All right, 5 after. So before I tell you about this new product, I'm going to read you some of the stats about it. Because you get a snack, you're like, compared to chips, potato chips, the product I'm going to show you is 20% less calories, 77% less fat, 100% less carbs, 80% less sodium, and it's got 500% more protein. Pretty great, huh? Oh, it's a snack you need to be eating. It's practically good for you. These are pork rinds, but it's very interesting. They're uncooked. I'm going to show you how to do it. Taking the liberty of opening one. It's the reason I'm in the kitchen, people. Okay, we're going to put, you have a plate, a little paper towel on it. Create the outer edge, little pattern. You can probably do like 7 or 8 pieces at a time. I'm not going to do that many. Like that, just in a circle. All right, pop it in. It says a minute to a minute and 30. It kind of depends. I had to play around with it to get it right. I think I do, but I'm still not sure. Ted Hammond gifted a Chase the Heat membership. How cool is that? Awfully kind of you. And Sasquatch was the recipient. How good is that? A bunch of wonderful, caring human beings in this chat. So one of the things that's exciting about this, every time I've had pork rinds that I didn't like, rarely is it the flavor. It's always the texture. And it's usually because they're stale or, you know what I mean? And you want to talk about fresh. In every bag comes 5 servings. All right. What I put in is not a serving. It's less than a serving. And it comes with 5 packets of Franks. Put that on everything. It's starting to fluff up. It's going like this. It's fun to watch. Brings out the kid in me. Very cool, Miss T, with a T. Well, the great thing about this is you know it's going to be fresh. You just made it. I'm a little early, but I think it's time. And now they're all fluffy and gorgeous. So what I'm going to do is put them down, let them cool for a minute. And then I'm going to eat them. They're hot. We'll get a little Franks. We'll put some Franks on it since we put that on everything. A little hot still. When you pour this on, you can hear it crackle. But stupid fresh. The cool thing is you can look through the bag and pick the ones you think are going to be yummier. Oh, that's got an edge on it. I'll throw that one on first. Like when I searched them, this looked like a really good one. I was right. Now, there's a whole nother shelf. There's probably a couple hundred sauces here I could put on those pork rinds that would all taste amazing. And that's the beauty of it. You can spice it the way, heat it, put sauce on, dip it the way you want. But it will come. This is one of the bags. Pork rinds. All right. So it's got 5 servings and 5 little sachets. Sachet. Now, ready for the transition, you guys? Don't panic. I'm with you. Although I almost dropped you there. Do you see that? All right. But they really do taste amazing. They have they're stupid fresh because you're literally making them on the spot. It's in the description box as we speak. So after this, it's $9.99, or I think it's $9.99 for that bag with 5 different servings in it. So the price is great. Bizzle, my man. Hey, tomorrow your package is going out, dude. Do you want me to surprise you? Or want me to email you? You let me know. Happy birthday if I don't see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate that. What a transition you guys have done for my birthday. It was always I should say always or never. Never enjoyed it. It was always bad. They both worked. I really did enjoy my birthdays. And really, social media has something to do with that. You have people reaching out, making you feel good, So I told a story. I think I told this story. I'm going to tell it again. Hang on one split second. Oh, sorry. All right, so this is a true story. This is probably one of the reasons that I had trouble with my birthday for years. It was my it wasn't my 30th. I don't know what birthday it was, but I was home. I was with my kid's mom. We were married, and I was going to leave and head to the Sunset Grill, which was just a local place. I used to go and grab beers with. Everybody knew me, so it was a fun place to be. I said, let's go to Sunset Grill and get a beer. And she's like, you can't go. And I was like, it was just weird. I'm like, what do you mean I can't go? I'll be gone for an hour or two. I'll be back. She's freaked out. She said, you can't go. Then she folded like a lawn chair. She went, all right, you can't tell anybody, but there's a party. It's a surprise party. Oh, no way. You're kidding me. She said, nope. So I didn't go to Sunset Grill. Nobody came to the party. True story. I wish you hadn't told me, And all the friends that I knew, I'm like, hey, we didn't see you. He goes, I was able to make it. I figured there'd be tons of people there. Everybody I talked to said the same thing. I couldn't make it, but I thought there'd be tons of people there. But no, me and my onesie. Sip Chomper, good to see you. Oh, Tad and Kit. My brother and sister, you guys are amazing. How you guys doing tonight? Sir Stroming, Ray, says Charles, or asks Charles. Joseph Canister, I got demonetized for letting a 14-year-old try hot peppers, and they liked it. And as soon as they had something happen 2 days later, they got a nosebleed, and they started blaming me. Wow. I'm not sure one is related to the other. It's a bummer they're blaming you. Listen, I had a video the other day. I'll tell you even. Here, look at my phone. It's the silliest video in the world. They demonetize it. And, I have 4,800 videos, so I'm not too worried when they demonetize one. But if it's something they demonetize, I want it to be something really ratchet that I did crazy. This wasn't. This was, it was a live stream I did during my layover. I had a brief layover. I talked for 25 minutes. I didn't talk about anything crazy. Demonetized me. There's tons of stuff in the bus pass that's been demonetized. All those fun stories I told, they don't like them. YouTube doesn't like them. I think they watch and probably enjoy it, but they demonetized me anyway. Did I miss the new Blazing Food product? You did, Galactic Yachts. It's in the kitchen now. What it is, hang on. I'll get it and show you guys. I'm sorry, I should have. Here's the deal with these. I could sit there and probably eat half that bag. I really could. If I pulled out a bunch of different sauces, I could snarf half that bag. This is what we're working with, okay? Galactic Yachts. They're pork rinds, but they're raw, uncooked pork rinds. They're like little pellets. You can put it, listen, they're pellets, hard as a rock. So listen to this. It solves one of the problems I've always had, me personally. Usually when I have pork rinds that don't taste good, it's because they're hard or they're stale. You make these. You pop them in the microwave. You put them on a plate in circular and it shows you here how the pattern you got to do. You put on the exterior of the plate. You pop it in for a minute to a minute and a half. And you get these amazing, very, very fresh. It comes with 5 different packets. Since there are 5 servings, 5 packets of Frank's Red Hot. Because you put that stuff on everything. They wouldn't say it if it wasn't true. But listen to this. It's 20% less calories than chips, 77% less fat, 100% less carbs, 80% less sodium, and it has 500% more protein. We all need to be eating these. Plus, the real thing is they taste really good. Being fresh like that, it's rare that you get them that fresh. Sometimes you can buy the stuff in the store, in the packets, but they're a little wonky. They have a lot of stuff in them. McDougal. Hey, brother, hope you had a great 4th. I did. It was wonderful. Thank you for asking. Star Wars Ladybug, your face is faded on my shirt. Getting a new one for my birthday. Do you have any in stock? You know what? If you go to my website, there's shirts there. Thank you so much, Star Wars Ladybug. And the whole Bollinger crew. You guys are awesome. Ray, professional auto mechanic, got blamed for ruining a transmission for replacing the battery. There you have it, people. Anthony Duran, good to see you again. Here with your girlfriend, Kate. Kate, forget about it. Kate took time out of her schedule to hang. She's like, why do we have to watch this guy? He's old, and what's he talking about anyway? Kate, thanks for hanging with us. We need some motivation to try hot peppers. Hey, listen, not going to be me pushing you into it. Then she'll blame me. She'll like that bald guy on TV, that knucklehead you watch on YouTube. That's what she'll say. Kate, here's the deal. Start small. Start slow. Ease into it. Start with bell pepper. Start with the bell. And then even when you go to hotter peppers, you can just do slivers. You don't need to eat a whole pot. Now, Anthony, he's got to eat a whole pot. That's how it works. You have to, Anthony. Just don't force her to. Jason P. Good to see you, man. Brock Bendy. Pork rinds with a chili crisp would be awesome. You know what? I have eaten so much of that chili crisp. It's absurd. I had a big giant jar of it. It's down like that. It's crazy. It's enough for 25 meals. I'm starting to get nervous that I'm getting low. Isn't that ridiculous? My last name is Needham. So yeah, I'm sold. Sasquatch. What's happening, good people? Hope everyone's doing well. Balake Anderson. Thanks for being here, man. Charlie and Mary Mullins. How's your mom doing, dude? I haven't asked you in a while. Hope she's doing good. Flood of Sins. Good to see you. Shelly Phil, I got a tube of terror 2.0. I swear it's hotter than the first tube. It's tough. It's a wicked mouth burn, dude. It just really is. Joseph Canister, I do too, he says. Having a great evening, Balake. Or he sent it to Charles. I think Charles is. Charles, you having a good evening? I had 3 hobs yesterday and a piece of jalapeno, and today a red hob. It's a slippery slope. Be careful, Joseph. I've never done an event in Minnesota yet. Probably I can see going there. The problem is my time is short. Here in the big picture, it's short, but it's short here in the States. You know, I'm going to be moving soon. Bong Tokes for there you go. A box of pods from Linda will be here tomorrow. How exciting is that? Can't wait to burn. That's exciting. I have a bunch of pods too. Oh man, you know what? I'm gonna leave my seat an unprecedented 3rd time. Please don't be offended. There's a reason. I could probably get knocked out in 30 seconds. So entertain yourselves in the chat. Don't listen to anything Ray says. Wes Lightburn. Pay attention to Wes Lightburn. I'll be right back. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. That's it. I'm probably good for 10, right? Maybe 5 or 10. Okay. I'm maybe halfway through. I'm maybe 15 minutes into it. 15 seconds. Maybe 20 seconds into it. 25 seconds. I'm approaching the 30-second mark. I may need to touch over 30 seconds. But I went as quick as I could. How bad was it? Was it worse than 30 seconds? For those who missed the earlier live stream, I had a big unboxing. Look what Tom sent me. Isn't this just the coolest thing? Little pepper plant. I named it Selma. Selma resides right next to Robert. He also sent me, that was for my birthday present. He also sent me this. Listen, if you're a pepperhead and you got like a pepper problem, is there anything better than eating your favorite peppers on your birthday? Look at these peppers. And they look good from where you are, but I got to show you how big some of these are absolute monsters. One has the most amazing face in it. You're not going to believe how much this one pepper has a legit face. These are massive. Look at the size of these. I have huge hands here. You know what? That's not going to work. Here, I'll just do it like this. Huge pods. Now, who thinks they've seen a? Listen, we'll see a show of hands in the chat. Who can put a one? No, don't put a one because that means they think we're praying for somebody. Put a 5 in the chat if you've ever seen a face in a pepper before. You know what I mean? A face in a pepper. I want to see a 5 in the chat if you've ever looked into a pepper and seen a face. Good Morning Landscape has. There you have it. Miss T with the T has. I'm sure a bunch of you had. Peppers oftentimes look like they have a face, a chin. Wait till you see. It almost looks like the Grinch. Are you ready? Look at that beak right there. It's a perfect little mouth. It's amazing. Of course, I see peppers all over. I see peppers in clouds. I'm like, oh my God, it looks like a bootleg. The Colorado flag is there. Wyoming tree planter. Patrick McKeever. They made banana peppers. Nope, they're not. They're killer yellows, which is actually a yellow primatale. Dan's good to see you, man. I draw faces on peppers all the time. If you look through my the Facebook, all the pictures that go back 7 years, there are tons of pictures where I'm like, can you see it? I now have, sir, says Jason P. Thank you for taking care of things while I was gone, Wes Lightburn. Razor Swadley. Does kind of look like Jay Leno. I'm going to take a picture of it later. Close-up picture will be good. It's the Eagle and the Muppet Show. Yeah, I can see that, Tina Marie, for sure. Arch dog in the house or on the bus. Chili Phil, I ain't nothing hotter than the habanero. Whatever, Chili Phil. Robert Springs, some of them peppers look like witches. They're so pretty. To me, those are I have a bunch of them. I'm so excited. Chronic Stoner. Love you too, man. Thanks for taking time away from your busy schedule because I know it's chronic. Appreciate you putting the brakes on for a little bit and hang out with us. It's awesome. David Russell, hi, Johnny. Hope all is well. What do you think about do street challenge type videos where you give people a prize if they can last X amount of time without water? Here's the thing. Honestly, it's fun to do. It's hard to find people willing to do that. Johnny Jr. and I had some success on in the UK. We went to what college was that? Brunel, and it was hysterical. And there were so many people that were willing to do it. But like where I work, every single shop owner knows me. They're all like, and Big Al warned everybody. So, I mean, everybody, it's hard in this apartment complex. I don't want anyone to know me in this apartment complex where I live. I like nobody knowing me. So, but, you know what I mean? If I start doing it here, then I have people knocking on my door. It'd be tough. Chili Phildy's up his game with peppers. You can do it. Miguel Torres, good to see you, dude. How you been? Doing a study with plants. Good Morning Landscape says 2 jalapenos, 1 in the ground, 2 in the pot, or 2 in the ground, 2 in pots. The pots are the way to go. You know what? I've heard people say that they're like plants are like sharks, like the roots grow to the tank. Like a shark in a small tank isn't going to grow very big, but in the ocean it's going to get huge. I've seen people grow pepper plants in Coke cans. You know what I mean? But I feel bad for the roots. I'm like, I just think what the roots are doing. Buckets have some great advantages. You can move them in and out if weather gets gnarly. You can move them around and make sure they're getting the best sun. So there's certainly some benefits having them in pots. Probably more than it probably makes more sense to do that. I can see that. Miguel Torres, I wish I lived near you. I'd be your David #2. Miguel, you'd rock that. We'd have so much fun. The problem is this: you're already a beast, but we'd have fun, wouldn't we? You could fake it, but they'd know. James Simmons, love the videos, Uncle Johnny. You're a beast. Keep up the positivity and much love from St. Louis. Thanks for being here. That's very cool. A lot of people that call me Uncle Johnny. You'd be surprised. Yeah, I've thought about going to a local college, David Russell, and give that a shot. But Joel Lawson, you missed the new product. I already ate it. It is this. These are pork rinds. If you see, though, they're not even cooked yet. So you get 5 servings and 5 Frank's Red Hot little hot sauce sachets. Microwave them yourself. You put a serving, you put it in the microwave somewhere between a minute and a minute and a half. I found like a minute and 25 seconds is probably perfect. Then you sauce them up. But the good thing about it is they're very, very healthy for you and they're fresh versus kind of rolling the dice when you buy stuff in a bag. Dennis Bray says, Miss T with a T, thanks for subscribing to his channel. It's pretty cool. Perfect size for pepper plant is 5 gallons, but I prefer 7, says Ray Ray. Do you wear a Richard Dixon mask when you come and go? No. The man, the myth, the chili hat, Barella gets it, people. He gets it. You're gracing us with your presence, Barella. Come on, give me a break. On the bus, gotta love that name. Seeing pics of Tom Broom's pepper plants. They're taller than he is. I know, and Tom's not a little guy, dude. You have to understand, Tom's a big dude. He has some towering plants. They're like trees, for real. Oh, to wander around. The first time I ever met him, we'd known each other for a couple of years on social media. I went down to his his pepper garden, and just wandered around. It was amazing. You're not late, Barella. It doesn't even start till you get here. You're right on time. Pork crackled is. Indeed. I did. Here is the my Thai pepper plant. You can't tell by looking at it. There are already 12 little pods on this thing. And a flower, and it got here like today. Stunning. I'm super excited. He's parked right next to Robert Plant. I'm gonna think about them talking when I'm not here. Just going back and forth. He's on peppers. I'm hot. Robert just laughs and goes, pfft. You don't know hot. I'm hot. That's what Robert's saying. Ranger Swadley, I wish I could come work for you, Johnny. That would be cool. It would be. We had a good time. If you saw the video today, it was funny. This guy Franco, in the office, he ate half a peach mazma, and it's a hot pepper. Guy doesn't even eat hot stuff. Handle it like a boss. I'll tell you what, though, he did say his heat got to a 10. It's Big O. Big O, what's up, dude?
What up, buddy?
Hey, I'm just doing a live stream right now. I got a bunch of people looking at me. I'll be done in. That's right. I'll be done in about a half hour. I'll give you a call. All right, bro. That's Big O. We always miss each other. He calls me. I'm never around, or like he called me when I was in Arizona. He's a funny guy, man. I miss doing videos with him. But anyway, this guy Franco ate the pepper. Visually, you would say he was at a 2, right? Do you guys watch that? He didn't look like it was affecting him. Of course, I haven't watched the video. I only watched it from, he's next to me. But he said it got to a 10. You got to give the guy credit for that. Anthony Duran, what's my favorite band? I don't know, man. I'm not really sure. I have a hard time putting it down on one. Alf, Mr. and Mrs. Good to see you. Chris Vincent. Johnny, I sent you a message about some peppers I grow I think you'd like. Would love to send you some. You can, I don't know, where'd you email me at chasetheheat@gmail.com. I've got commitments coming up to a bunch of growers and I have some travel. So but maybe we can work it out. Um, Bizzle. I don't know how you remember all the pepper names. You will soon. It's destined for you. Bizzle. I am your father. No, it's in your blood, man. You are like a raging chili head. If I lived anywhere near you, can you imagine? Forget about it. What are some peppers that are high on your list to try that you haven't tried yet? Travis W says or asks. Um, I don't know. I've tried all the really hot ones. A lot of the lower heat, really, a lot of the lower heat ones. I'm interested in trying. There's none that stand out like, oh, there's one like dream pot I've got to try. You know, I mean, I'd like to eat a pepper X. I think that'd be kind of interesting. Pepper D wouldn't be a bad idea either, since we're at it. I'd love to eat those spots. Mike Eskimo Stoltz, good to see you. You need to watch Franco at the end. He has the 1,000-yard stare that I had, says Tad. I don't know, man. Did he really? Was it as bad as yours? He could be right though, because I haven't watched the video yet. I only watched it standing next to him. And when I did the video with Tad, I didn't know that he was having the trouble he was having. If I did, I would have stretched it way longer. I would have. I swear to you, I would have. I would have been like, let's let that train go completely by before we finish up. Know any good jokes, Tad? Kit? I would have stretched that had I known. No, I'm just teasing you. The timing of that was perfect. Um, I hope he had a rush. After he got off, he was like, yeah, I'm from Mexico. That's what he said. It's pretty funny. Um, I'll ask him tomorrow, Razor, if you got a rush from that. Bizzle, just like to see what I can take. I was always like that. Yeah, I get it. Here's the problem. Yeah, do you want a surprise, or do you want me to email you and tell you what's coming? You let me know. On the bus, I should have some ripe Jamaican. Did you hear that? I didn't either. Joseph Pinister, Medina plant fertilizer is the best for hot peppers. I tried it with bat guano. There you have it. Bat guano. I mean, you're all excited about the plant fertilizer. Where do you get the bat guano? That's what I want to know. Pretty cool, Joseph. Popcorn. Yeah. I have a compilation video of all the times I caught orbs on your videos. I'm going to send it to Nude's top 5. Do you know what? I saw the one you did earlier. I didn't see the orb. Where was the orb? What are you even talking about? I looked at the thing 5 times on a loop. I kept looking at it. Where? I put it in quadrants. Okay, it's not in this one. I watched it again. It's not in this one. Where was the orb you're talking about? Orb. I'm telling you, Ray. You're making me nervous, man. Never use back guano. I'll have to try that. Yeah, Razor. I mean, just so you can say to people, I use back guano, man. What do you use on your plants? You don't use back guano? What do you use? I'd have to have it just so I could drop the guano on people when they weren't around. I don't mean literally dropping the guano on them, but Balak, I need to see this, Ray. Charles gets it, Ted. Okay, surprise you, Bizzle. You got it. It'll be a good one. No, I definitely saw. There's one. I can't remember which one it is. There's somebody showed me, put a timestamp on one. Said there's an orb. Orb. Come on, man. It's a piece of fuzz. Something like that. Orb. Oh, guys, Mr. and Mrs. Alf, they do their 1 hot minute every single time we do a live stream. They're getting ready to do their 1 hot minute. What are you guys eating? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Tom, you're hilarious, man. Uh, yeah. Tom Brew is great. That was on time, Tom. That was beautiful. All right. So it's going to be hard to follow what they across our each. Yeah, you know what? It's true, it is. You know what? I'm scared. My fear is that 10 years from now, just every plant's muddled. There's going to be no, then the top dollar are going to be the pure strains, and they're going to be, and you're going to know who they are. People that really isolated. I know a guy named Ron who has a scorpion pepper called the 420. I haven't eaten one in years by any of them. They're hotter than the average scorpion. They just are. They taste better. It's just a fan, and they're like baseballs. It could be that they're just bigger, so they appear hotter. But I at the time, I really sensed they were hotter than most. Um, and he got them. He calls it the 420 pod because he was at a concert, and someone said, "Hey, let's go out back." And he thought they were going to go smoke one. Gave him some seeds. He's like, "What are these, man?" He goes, "The pepper seeds." So he took them back. He claims they stuck them in a drawer for a decade. That's what he says. A cool decade. Didn't touch them in a drawer. Then one day he goes, "Hey, you know what? I'm going to grow those things. See if they're really peppers." And he grew them, and sure enough, this pepper pops up. Scorpion. The seeds came from Trinidad. All right, so that's where the cross came from. So he grew them the first year, and nobody could eat them. Like nobody could eat one. They take one bite, spit it out. Not a single one was consumed. They were all too hot. So he didn't touch them again for another 4 or 5 years. And then he started watching pepper groups get bigger, so he started growing them again. And now he's grown them. He's like an older guy. Even when he told me his story, the math didn't add up, but I didn't want to confront the guy on it. But anyway, he claims he's been growing them forever, but it's the only plant he grows. So there's a ton of plants, and they're completely separate from anything else anywhere near him. And he lives in Virginia, and where he lives, every single day, it rains every single day. It's very, very much, believe it or not, the climate and the weather patterns in Virginia is very much like an island. Every single day, there's like this tropical rain. Every day it rains practically for like an hour or a half hour. And he says it's very, very similar to it's Maryland. So it's very, very similar to the climate there, and he grows really, really great peppers. He's going to be a guy that's in high demand in the future when everything is all muddled. But it's certainly something I think about. It's a bummer, you know. You get these people that grow like 100 different strains in 2 rows or 3 rows, and you're like, exactly, the money's going to be in the original varieties. They're going to be really sought after. And then it's going to be, can you prove? Do you have, people that we've known forever? They're like, there are people that do isolate, and there are people that say they isolate and don't. Just like there are people that say that stuff you're buying is organic when it's not. It's made in the same place. But okay, it contrasts from my right shoulder and it takes a path when I silhouette and disappears into the side of your head. Just look at your right shoulder and your head when you're watching that video. Ray Ray. Ray Ray. Come on. It's not an orb, it's dust, my friend. It's just dust. It's dust. I'm busting your chops, Ray Ray. Joe Lost. You ever see the video of the guy bong rips a reaper? Yeah, man. That guy's a big reason I started my channel. You guys know that? I was watching a video one day on a Saturday. I had my kids with me. I said, he was eating 2 chocolate pulas. I said, honey, come here. It was hilarious. His reactions were funny. The second she sits down, he starts swearing like a longshoreman. No disrespect to any longshoreman that might be watching this. But man, and I just felt terrible. And I was like, ah. So I thought there has to be a channel that's fun to watch and still family friendly. The two can coexist. It's not one or the other. That was a real reason. I'll go back and look at it again, Ray Ray, and say, Here's the deal. You put up a camera and you make 4,800 videos over 7 years, you're going to pick up a couple orbs too. Those are just, don't you think it's dust? Well, what else can it be? Come on. What else can it be? It's dust. It's got to be. Bizzle. I've been eating those 7-pot watermelons. Surprised by the heat. I have to say 3 or 4. I can almost feel it in my chest. Well, how many did you eat though, dude? One after the other. It's going to build. How many did you eat? He's going to say 28. For those of you who don't know, Bizzle's got a wicked high tolerance. Chase the Heat 4. Chase the Heat 4. Painfully Scorpion, we make that. He says it's a 4 for him. And I'm telling you, for anybody else, it's a 9. It's a 4. He's got. That's a chilly hit. Good night, Sasquatch. Thanks for being here, dude. I approved the link already, Ray. It's in there. Do I have a win? Thunder. Don't you have a window facing the street in the room? You're right there. It's not facing the street. It's the parking lot. Huh. It's interesting. Good morning, landscape. Very interesting. I don't know, Ray. That's a stretch, man. 7 pots are extremely rare, even in Trinidad. I've talked to agriculture engineers from there, and they don't know what I'm talking about. I'm sure it's come on. There are more people in the state of Texas that have heard of the Trinidad scorpion than there are in Trinidad who've heard of it. That's just Texas. So, yeah, I get it. Bizzle, just 2 at a time. Wow. Try to save them for 1 hot minute. 2 at a time. That would burn me silly, man. The 7-pot watermelon diz, they're pretty neat. They're, I can't remember the name of the company that we had. If you go to their website, there's a video of them actually making the watermelon candy. It's very cool. But they're good. They're watermelon and 7-pot primo, and they have great flavor. Far from reality. Hi from Scotland. Thank you for being here. See, right underneath the all black is the Scotland flag. Scottish flag. We're totally getting CTH Alf and Miss Alf shirts made. We get 3. Hello, brothers. Javier sauce. 3 on 0, brothers. Oh, brothers. I got you. We're at 3 on Oh, brothers. Wow, that's good. Your tolerance is rising, man. Proud of you, Mrs. Alf. Keep it up. David and Goliath. David is he's a young man and he's chasing other endeavors. Not sure what he's doing. I thought he was in school, but here's what I think we should do. And you can all help me. We can all do this. We can get this done. We can probably get it done within a day or 2. He can blow off me, but he can't blow off 50 people. So if we all go over to David's, it's the Pepper Apprentice is the name of his channel. If we all go over to Pepper Apprentice and leave a comment, just say, where are you, man? What's going on? Where are you? Just leave it. Everybody, I'm going to go and leave the same on 3 different videos. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? See if we can flush him out of the bushes and see if we can get him to make a video. Here's what. If he hasn't been eating anything hot. If he was, he'd be putting up content, right? So he's not. You know what that means? It's like David and Goliath old days. Man, he was fun to burn. Because I don't care what I had. He's like, yeah, I'll eat it. He was fun, man. We had a lot of fun making videos. We really did. Does he even do new stuff? No, Ray, he hasn't done anything on his video, on his channel, I believe, in a while. I mean, really a good while. Bizzle, I'm on it. We need Elmer back. Thank you, Bizzle. Never cover Scotland. I know, Charles. I'm sorry. Here's the deal. I have so many flags. I'm trying to give everybody a little bit of representation. I got the Germany, the Colorado. I don't have the NZ flag, but I got the all black rugby team from NZ, which sort of counts. His last video was chicken nuggets or something 4 months ago, Balake says. Yeah, that won't do. I love the guy. He's a good guy. He must be super busy. Jason P. Did anybody ever watch the Crude Brothers? They were fun to watch, but they have been missing for a long minute. Yeah, they got big. Their channel blew up big time. I remember when the son was a little kid. Now he's like a grown man. That happens. If you look at Johnny Jr., when we started the channel, he was a little kid, man. And now he's like very big kid. Hey, no more fig peppers. That's it, Alf. No more. There's a pretty cool difference of the seeds originally labeled scorpion from 7-pot, and scorpions seem to build a cuticle above the oil drops, while 7-pots are just exposed oil drops. There you have it. Dizzy Dragon. Thank you, Dizzy. What is a good flavorsome hot sauce? Far from reality. Man, there's so many. Check out Bravado Spice. Check out Elijah Extreme. Check out Hellfire. Check out Chase Seed Hot Sauce. My company. Great sauces. We really do. It's not funny. I never really ever push my own products. I probably should. We'd sell more maybe. I never do. I really need to. But if I do a lot, they're like, "Oh, he's only trying to sell stuff." I don't want to. I don't want to appear like that. Just posted to Apprentice's last video asking where he is. Attaboy, Joel. My man. Thank you. But in his defense, I have a friend that's going through nursing school and I haven't seen him in 5 years. I get it. Well, here's the deal, man. Really good friends. I got a friend named Doug. I've known him since I was 18, maybe 19. Since I was a kid. We've known each other for so long, and we'll go a year without talking. Doesn't mean a thing. He calls me, I love him. He loves me. He's one of my best friends, We have this his name is Doug. I call him Douglas. I've been calling him Douglas since I started the channel, and he has never asked me why. Imagine that. I've known the guy forever. I start calling him Douglas instead of Doug or Douglas, and he doesn't ask me why. Anyway, he'll call me like once every 6 months or so in the middle of the night. I'm going, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm sleeping." "What's going on?" He goes, "It's Doug. I just want to see what you're up to." I'm like, "I'm sleeping, man." He goes, "Okay, man. I love you. I'll talk to you later." And I'll hang up. So I'll let he's probably due for one now. I'll wait till the middle of the night sometimes, set my alarm, call him in the middle of the night. "Hey, Doug, what are you doing?" "Oh, you're sleeping? I just want to tell you I love you, man. What are you up to? Did you have a good day? What'd you do? Tell me a story, Doug." He hates it. He's due, though. I want to call him maybe tonight. No, I got stuff to do tomorrow. I'll do it on Friday. I'll call him. He's definitely due. Narcoleptic Chihuahua Productions. I saw one of your pepper jelly tastings today. I was wondering if there's any Thai spicy peanut butter. That would be awesome. I don't think there is. It would be awesome. That's a good idea. You know what I do have, though? I have Vegemite peanut butter. I swear, Vegemite crunchy peanut butter. I love Vegemite. In fact, I could go for some Vegemite. You know what I'm going to do as soon as the video is over? I'm going to make some more of these pork skins. I got 2 bags. One was just to show, and one was to eat. I'm doing this. This is not going back to the office. It's staying in my place. In the description box of this video, you're going to see the link for pork rinds. All right, just click the link. I think this bag is. I think it's $9.99. Hang on a second. I think it's $9.99. But it's 5 servings. And really, they're good size servings. Yeah, it's $9.99. All right. And you have 5 servings. You also get in the bag is 5 little Frank sachets. A sachet. And that last text was Bree saying she's almost home. Tim, good to see you, man. Sorry I'm working so late, getting onto the live, but it's rather late. Better late than pregnant. Skid mark. So many super hots ripening, most yellows. Oh, don't tease me like that. Don't want them to go to waste. Any ideas? Are you kidding me, Skid mark? A yellow pod guy. See? Boy, tell me these don't look absolutely ridiculous, though. Some of them are just. I've got to take a really cool picture of these for Instagram. Because I got huge hands, and these are just enormous peppers, man. I'm going to pick like the 6 or 7 best. Where'd my nose go? A funny faced one. There it is. It's got the upper lip of the Grinch. Almost looks like the Grinch's mouth. I'm sorry. The peppers are getting to me, people. Johnny, would you hang a Cherokee Nation flag if we got it? Of course I would, Alf and Mrs. Alf. I'd do the rotation, but absolutely. You got to be kidding me. Love that. Kevman, good to see you. Johnny, I'm late. Kevin from Worcester. Forget about it. I love you so much, bro. I put cayenne pepper in my homemade rice and chicken sausage dish. Just finished eating. Does that count, my bro? Of course it does. Kevman, you're a chili head. Bizzle, I got you, bro. I know what you're dealing with. I got some hot stuff on the way. So, I don't know if you want to tell your story sometime, Bizzle. You should almost do that. Think about it. But you have no idea the legend that Bizzle is. 5 is better than 4. Des with a dad joke. Boom. I want to get a peanut butter grinder and grind up a couple of tubes of tarragon and peanut butter. Now that would be a challenge. I did it. I did made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich using the hottest jelly in the world, and I crunched up a tube of tarragon, mixed in with some peanut butter, called it the peanut butter. That didn't sound good. Didn't sound good. I attended high school, Fort Mill High School. No way, Narcoleptic Chihuahua Productions. Left back in 95 because of your videos. I thought you were leaving in 95 because of your videos. Because of your videos, I learned about Puckerbutt and Smokin' Ed. Thanks for educating me about some awesomeness of my hometown. Very cool, Narcoleptic Chihuahua Productions. Thank you for commenting and being here. I know, right, Jason? Huge pods. Saw you in the Champions episode when you ate peppers at Fort Mill competition. Yep. That was a good time. I told him I was going to jump out of an airplane. They're like, nah, we don't want you to do that. I'm like, I'm doing it anyway. How about that? How can they not want that? It's good content. Ray, I'm telling you them ghosts. The ghost wants pepperoncinis. Nah, man. Kevman, Johnny Scoble just said I'm a chili head. So happy right now. Dude, you're a chili head. Seriously, embrace it. You are what you are. Look in the mirror and go, yeah, you're a chili. You are. Chili head. Look, the only things you can be doing right now, and you're sitting here looking at me. That alone gets you points. You're a chili head. My house is so not haunted. I'll tell you what, though. I thought I lived in a haunted house once. Did I ever tell you guys that story? Dizzy, did you ever hear that story? Or anybody? I lived in Plano. No lie. I'm going to tell this, and then I'm going to end it. I moved into this house. I was married to my kid's mom. Junior was his sister, daughter Scova. My daughter was probably like 6 months old. She was newborn. We had just moved to Plano, and I felt terrible because everything was the boxes in the house. The next morning I went to work and just left everything in boxes and felt terrible for my wife. But I went to work and I came home and she'd done so much. It was almost scary. I'm like, she did so much that I was worried about what she was going to be like the next day. There was so much time. I'm like, oh, she's going to be mad. So I'm in the kitchen getting a snack, and I had a cat named Josh at the time. My son named the cat Josh. So the cat's name was Josh. I see the kitchen. I looked down at him. I said, hey, what are you doing, buddy? And he looked at me, his eyes got really big, and I watched him. As I'm watching him, his tail got fat. He got fat tail. While I'm watching him, I looked at him, and he jumped straight up in the air, like boing. He just, like eye level, landed and then took off. I was like, scared me to death. It's in the dark. Not used to this house. It was terrifying. Scared me. Even though it's my own cat, it was still frightening. I didn't know what scared him. I figured something scared him. What should I be scared about? So that was the first thing that happened. And the next morning, I get up, and it's right before the alarm was off. Oh no, excuse me. It was that night. I'm hearing music, like music. I said, "Where's that music coming from?" She goes, "I don't know." I said, "Did the stereo set up?" She goes, "No." Did you hear that? She goes, "Yeah." We heard music. Couldn't figure out where it was coming from. Then, um, then it started getting weird. I go home one day, and I'm, I go to the bed. I'm in bed. I hear this. All I heard for like 4 or 5 hours was like an old man going, clearing his throat. No mistaking it. That's what it was. I'm waking my wife up. Do you hear that? Do you hear what I hear? She's like, yeah, someone's clearing his throat. I'm like, you can go back to bed. It's like in the house. I didn't know where it was coming from. It's a true story. And then just a few more weird things happened. I was telling my friend Sean about it. And so he comes over to my house. He's like, I want to see this ghost. I didn't know what it was. I don't think it was a ghost. I was scared enough that I researched the house to see if anybody got killed in it or anything weird like that, because there was something happening in this house. So, not that I believe in that, I just want to know. So, Sean, who just died a year ago, oh, so sad. But Sean goes, I want to come over and hear your ghost. I'm like, okay. So he comes over, we play pool for like an hour, and we're just kind of hanging out. I totally forgot that he was there for the ghost. And he goes, oh, I want to hear this ghost. And we were sitting in the pool room, playing pool. We sat down for a second. I'm like, I can't like call on him on demand. I'm hearing weird stuff. I never said there was a ghost in the house. I'm just hearing strange things. I don't believe in ghosts. We're sitting here in the game room, and I hear footsteps down the hall. I said, you hear that? He goes, what's that? I said, you hear those footsteps? He goes, yeah, what's so big about that? I mean, we have carpet, dude. There's carpet in this house. And you can hear footsteps going down my hallway. I'm not joking you. It was very strange. Anyway, it stopped after a while. It just kind of stopped. But several things in that house scared the poo out of me. Someone needs a bunch of ones. Keith, what's going on, Keith? Hang on, Lego. I'm going. Oh, no. Hang on. I'm in the last hours of having my mom. We're losing her. Please send prayers tonight. Her organs are shutting down. She's now in comfort care. Wow, Keith, I'll pray for you a lot, bro. I promise. I'm so sorry. I can't fathom that. Bizzle, I definitely believe in ghosts or the afterlife and aliens. I think I'm an alien though. I definitely believe in the afterlife, that's for sure. There's a lot of stuff I don't know. More stuff I don't know than I know. Dollar Silva had some Hell Crunch and Hell Puffs. Both the same one is crunchy, the other is puff. Dehydrated habanero, ghost pepper, Carolina Reaper, and Trinidad Scorpion. Sweet. Guys, we're coming up on the top of the hour. Let's please continue to pray, for Keith's mom. My mom's going to be there one day. If your mom hasn't already, she's going to be one day. Keep in her prayers. Far from reality. My mom died 2 years ago. Still doesn't feel real. Yeah, I get you. My dad died 2 years ago, and I tried to send him text messages for 2 weeks. It was the strangest thing in the world. I'd be halfway through a text realizing what I'm doing. I'm like, really weird behavior that I can't even understand. It was weird. That's not really a paranormal story, though. Paranormal, I'm thinking about, I guess that's paranormal. I don't know. I don't know what it was, Dizzy Dragon. There were a few other things that were weird. Once I was in the game room where the kids were at. And it led out onto the patio. So there was a 6 foot by 6 foot top that was like slate. That was where, and there was a metal pole it looked like a support beam, but it was a pole. And one day I was sitting there, and if you have if you had a garden hose and you whipped it, you'd see the ripple go all the way down the garden hose. You know that? Even though you stop, the ripple just continues to move. You know what I'm talking about? It did that in the shadow. I was looking at the shadow that the beam was casting, and it rippled. I don't know if I was getting tired. I wasn't doing any drugs or anything, but I swear I saw it. And I don't know if I was just getting tired or what, but some weird things happened in the house. But then the weird thing is it just sort of stopped. And when it stopped, it's thundering out. Oh, Chili Phil, my mom and dad both died in May of 2020. That is horrifying. Wow. Well, you'll all be my prayers tonight. Keith, hang in there. Email me if you need me. chasetheheat@gmail.com. You guys, I love you all. I'm going to wrap it up now. Please keep them in our thoughts and prayers. All right. You guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out with me. I love you all. Be kind to somebody. Tell someone you love them. Drew's not here tonight. He was busy, but tell the family members how you feel because tomorrow is never promised. Karma, good to see you. Kev, man, hang in there, dude. Elijah Extreme Ghost in a hot sauce shop. Awesome, Karma. I feel bad that people are flying by still talking and I'm hanging up. I love you guys. We'll do this again tomorrow, I promise. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this was Chase the Heat.